marble looks, I will be picking up each colors individually, okay? So I will have my orange on, and I will pick up my yellow and place it on top of my orange, but not completely cover up my orange like this. And I will pick my green and place it a little bit on top of the yellow, but not completely cover the yellow again, you see? And then make sure when you do marble that the bead is extra wet. Alright, extra wet, and I'm just going to place it a little bit on top of the green, and I'm going to use tiny bit of pressure, just a tiny bit of pressure when I want to swirl my two colors together. Alright, there you go. Is done. I will go in with my first bead of nude, and I'll make sure I flatten the top area out first like so, and then I'm gonna pull it down right there. The reason why we're doing two beads application is because the bottom color is very vibrant, and I just want to make sure the nude is enough to cover up the bottom color, because when doing ombre you don't want to see that line of the second color on the bottom, okay? So doing it this way just to ensure me that that won't happen. Alright, now I am going to go in with my second bead, and I'm just going to lightly push into the cuticles first, and then I'll pull it down. There you go. And this nude is number M18 from Notpolish also. And the colors on the bottoms are M104. It's the yellow, but don't worry, I will make sure I'll list it on the description for you guys. And I'm just gonna go in and clean off the edges first before I am gonna encapsulate it in crystal clear. Okay, just make sure I'm gonna clean off any powder, any acrylic that's spilled on the side. And then now that it's done, I'm gonna go in with the crystal clear powder, and I'll just place it above right where the transitioning of the ombre starts. And I'll just flatten the top area out first, and then I'll just press it into the nails and then pull it all the way down. Kind of press and pull all the way down to the end of the nails. And when you guys are doing this, make sure you keep the shape of the nails also, okay guys? Just lightly use the brush and just press it into the shape. Alright, there you go. Now that is done, I'm gonna wait for it to dry. So now this is dry. I will go in with the Notpolish 5-in-1 cross bit, okay? And what I like to do first is I like to taper in both of the side of the nails first with my drill bit. There you go. I'm just gonna kind of taper it in like so. This will help me with hand filing a lot more later. Now that's done, I will go in with smoothing out the top of the nails like so. Okay, and now I'm just gonna go in with hand filing the shape up, okay? Okay, now this is done. We're gonna go in with a buffer and make sure we just buff the entire nail down nice and smooth. And when this is done, we're just gonna go in with the Notpolish Gloss It Top Coat over the top. Then you will be finished. Alright guys, and let me name the colors for you guys. This is the Notpolish Summer Collection on the bottom, the Rainbow Marble. The orange is M99, the yellow is M104, the green is M100, and the blue is M103, and the nude is M18. And for anyone who struggle with perfecting their apex, this is how I do it. I place my first bead on the nail and about 70% of the nail, and I'm gonna go in and press down the top area just a bit, and now I'm just gonna press and pull the rest of the product down to the end of the nail. And when I'm doing this, I make sure that I keep the shape of the nails also, guys. You see, press and pull all the way down to the end of the nail, and then I'm just gonna cut it off. And for anyone who struggle with the shaping also, you should definitely try this Notpolish Universal Tips, okay guys? It will help you guys a ton. And now this is done, I will just use my brush and just kind of press the rest of it into place. There you go. And now that is done, I will go in with my second bead of acrylic. You see, second bead of acrylic, and I'll place it close to the cuticle but not overflowing the cuticles. And now that is on, I will go in and press it lightly into the cuticles, and now that is good. I will pull the rest of the product down onto the nail, you see. And don't mind the little yellow I have on the nails, guys. It was from the M104 kind of transfer over, okay? And now that is pulled all the way down to the end of the nails. You can see how the nails has an apex now. There you go. And that's one of my technique in building an apex, okay guys? I like to do 2 beads. So the first bead is about 75% of the nails, and then pull it all the way down to the end of the nails, and then your second bead on, and then just work that into the rest of the nail. All right, now that is done, we're gonna go in with the Notpolish 5-in-1 cross bit, and the first thing I like to do is actually shape in the side of the nails a little bit. I'm just gonna taper it in a little bit like that, and now that's done, I'll go in and smooth out the top of the nail. And the top of nails is done and smooth. Now we're gonna go in with the hand file. All right, and after you're done hand filing, we're just gonna buff the nails nice and smooth. Okay, now this is done. I am going to go in with the dotting tool and place my white dot of gel right in the center of the nail. And then I will place 2 more dots right on both sides of the nails, a little bit higher than where the center dot was at. You see how the center dot, and then I'll just place 2 higher dots above it. And now that is done, I will go in with my detail brush and just pull down a straight line right down to the center of the white dot. You see, pull it down to the white dot. There you go. And then I am gonna do the same thing for this middle dot. There you go, pull it all the way up. And then now that you have the line to the dots, now I'm gonna go in and draw a little bit of a C curve right there, connecting 2 of those lines together. And make sure when you do this little curve right here, make sure that the second one is higher than the first one, and then make sure they're not even from each other, okay guys? One higher, one lower, one higher, one lower. So give it more of like a dripping down effect also. There you go. You see how one is lower, one is higher, one is lower, one is higher. Follow that pattern, okay? And then now that is done, I am gonna go in and draw around the cuticles. There you go. Okay, now we're gonna go in and make sure we're just gonna color this in first. And again, I am just using a white gel polish, okay guys? This is a white gel polish. And I'm just gonna color it in. Alright, now that is done, I will go from here and expand out my little line to make it a little bit thicker. You see how I am making it thicker like so? There you go. And then now you go on this side, expand it out a little bit to make it look less like a dot at the end, but more like a drip. You see that? I'm adding onto the side a little bit to expand it out into more of a drip. You see? There you go. And just pull it all the way up. And then just color it in. There you go. And then just repeat the same thing on this side. I am going to go in and just add it on right there. There you go. Just bring it out to the side just a bit and then pull it all the way up. And I'm going to go in for the same on this side to lessen that harsh corner out just a bit like that to make it more like a drip, less like a dot. There you go. That is done. I am going to cure this under the gel light for 30 seconds, okay? And now that is dry already, I am going to go in and brush on my raw pigment. There you go. I am just going to rub it directly on top of the drip. And again, if you don't have pigment, you can use your brightest color acrylic and just dip your brush in the acrylic and then rub it onto the nail, okay? And then we're just gonna rub it on. Same goes for the rest of the nail. And then I'm just gonna go in and rub the rest of the pigment on top of the nail like so. Alright, we're just gonna rub it on. Now this is done. I am going to go in with my brush and just dust off the excess like that. And whatever did not come off, we can go in with our brush with a little alcohol on it and just clean off the pigment, okay? Alright, now this is done. I will go in with a matte gel top coat and put it on the whole nail. And then now that's done, I'm going to clean off the edges just a little bit. And we're going to cure this under the light for 30 seconds. And now that is cured and dry, I am going to go in with a gel builder and just brush a thin layer on wherever the drip is at, okay? There you go. We're just going to brush it onto wherever the drip is at. Find a glitter you're talking about. And now that is done, we're gonna go in with the non-cleansing gel top coat and put it directly on the wet gel builder, okay? Make sure you just put it on the wet gel builder. Now this is done and it's still wet. I am going to pour glitter directly on top of the wet gel. And then we're going to cure it in the light for 30 seconds and take it out and dust it. Alright guys, this is the finished product of the whole look. I hope you guys enjoy it and I'll see you guys next time.